How we doing, lads? And lattices? How we doing? Here's a mess today. Gonna get a haircut tomorrow. How y'all doing on this Wednesday afternoon? I was actually gonna use the, there's another table I wanted to use for this shot. But as you can see, there's a half-naked person over there sitting in my quicksand seat. Curious. I suppose this is the quicksand. I should have, I shouldn't have expected any more. Streaming on a day I can catch on. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me fumble around with classes that I've never played before. Because we're not reading no MSQ today. No, those days are gone. Am I watching my chat through the thing? What am I doing? If you need help, I'm the woman to talk to. I mean, I don't know how much anyone can help me, I'll be honest with you. Did you see the Sage gameplay when I picked up Sage for the first time? As like a funny bit, I'm like, hey, I'm going to pick up a level 70 healer and see how it goes. Have you ever seen someone fail a solo duty 3 times? That was fun. I enjoy it, though. So the next logical step was, now that I've cleared the solo duty, I have to try one of the dungeons, right? Like, that's clearly how it works. I didn't see it, but I can show you Sage. Well, ew. What are you ewing at? Also, you're like the 4th person here, Rat. You're off your game today. The other person is still here. Has Murney seen the Super Galaxy movie, or Super Mario Galaxy movie? Well, I haven't. I would have to ask her. Taz, Sage is the 2nd easiest healer. Yeah, I've never played healer. I played Astro for 2 dungeons. Long time ago. And, you were there, weren't you? Hibiki? I thought you were there. Remember the good old days of, Stone Vigil with a rookie healer? We only wiped like 3 times before we got to the first boss. I didn't even know you could like power through mobs like that. I didn't even know that was possible. That was sick. Since then, I've sworn off of healing, and now I'm back at it. I'm like, hey, I got some free time. Why don't we try relearning? You know what we got? I mean, I still have the Astro in the bank, right? I don't have to throw myself at a level 70 Sage and embarrass myself over and over and over again. We could play level appropriate content. I'm a healer main. I can teach you the ropes, I think is what you meant to say. Also, okay. No one gaslight me. Has this thing always been here? In the quicksand? Hibiki, you're a quicksand person. You know this. You have a Balmung alternate account. Has this always been here? In the quicksand? Or is this like an events thing? I've never seen this thing. I'm not? Why do you have an NA account specifically tied to Balmung then, huh? Did you just create an account? You know, this Balmung place sounds pretty cool. I don't go to the quicksands. Okay, whatever you say. I had to for what's it called? I had to actually, here's some lore in case you missed this one, Hibiki. I had to come here for like a short that I made. So I have been to Balmung for like 30 seconds. Spoiler alert. This was obviously, I didn't even know. So the really funny thing is that's also how I learned that like rendering people in this game is awful. And like when there's like 1,000 people in the same spot, like you can't actually see them. Like the rendering distance of where people get de-rendered is like here. I'm sure there's a way to like, I don't know if there's a way to fix that actually, but. Did you see the gay Hrothgars? I did not. No, it must have been a bad time. This was like 8 p.m. on a weekday, I think. Honestly, like, I mean, you have to understand, I needed a shot from the outside, so I don't think I even went inside for like a second. Which is probably where all the debauchery happens. You know, I was on the safe streets, you know, everyone was just kind of hanging out. But I was impressed by how many people were just standing around. Like, I think I ended up using a shot from, like, this angle. There were, like, 100 people. 100 people in like, this one line of sight. It's kind of crazy. I've never understood how that stuff works. Like, I know the lore of Goldshire. Where it's, but, like, I don't, maybe I'm crazy, but, like, standing around, you know? Not exactly the most titillating thing you can do, you know what I mean? Oh, one other sort of, oh, wait. Mad Dog, aren't you gonna be, logging in? Aren't you gonna show me the character that you've been hiding this whole time? I know I usually catch you on the weekends, so you can't, hang out, but... Uh-oh! Caught him. The monk ass. I'm actually gonna see Mario soon? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. What the heck are you doing here? You're not even in the stream. You're just I just saw you on the streets. Get back here. When was the last time you were even here, huh? I'm catching up. You don't have Peloton. Stop, criminal. Dang, look at that load time. Do you play Final Fantasy outside of stream? Not often. I mean, no, not really. I log in to like get cool shots for my shorts, and that's about it. To be 100%, to be 100% real with you. How dare you? You don't even log in, Mad Dog. You're not even subbed right now because you're waiting for the next big content drop. Don't lie to me. Real players would drop $15 for a game they enjoy. How many of you are like sub holders? Like when you like do you like, what the heck was the event music playing? Do you guys like cut off your subs when you stop playing games? Like are you efficient? Is it like, man, I really enjoyed playing I don't know, old school RuneScape for 2 months, but I think I have to unsub for like the 14 days that I'm not going to be playing. You do? I'm definitely, I'm a model customer. You know, I'm the person who like buys the sub and forgets about it for a little bit and then loses like $30 extra for no reason. That's what I do. Oh, speaking of you, Shroomer. I only pay subs by monthly basis. Oh, you don't have like the auto subs? I see. Pay pig? They call me a whale, actually, and I prefer that term. So could you please use the anatomically correct animals, please? I am a big spender. Oh, speaking of spending money on things. Like I said in the little thing, I finally have decided to turn on TTS for donations. With that said, I please ask all of you to be normal, okay? I've done this because I actually missed a donation message from likely but not guaranteed to be Shroomer. And so now, any donation, we're going to have a printout. Also, for the voice, there's like different voices. I went with the one that's like vaguely English sounding, so it can sound like it's a Final Fantasy character, you know? You know, everyone in this game speaks in an English accent, even if they're French for some reason. Don't you have an Autobot to censor the weird stuff? It will censor, like, you know, curse words, but like, here, let me try. Let me show you what I mean. Let's do a little test run. Let's see, all right. Tell me if this one comes across for y'all. Paying himself? No, I'm not gonna pay myself. Even though that is, oh, we have an infinite money glitch we can talk about in a little bit. But let me try this. Make sure this actually works and you guys can see it. But we're testing the bounds of the censorship here. Because, like, when I say weird stuff, this is what I'm thinking of, right? Like, something like this. Make sure the sound's on. Can you hear that?
It's me, Ish Tola. Can I get a thanks, mummy?
Thanks, mummy. That's what I'm talking about. Did that come through, by the way? That's weird. It's weird to me. And what that means is, remember, I'm the normie here. Y'all are the ones that are gonna like come up with the weird stuff. Look at this. Mad Dog with the Licks Crystal Exarch. Yeah. See, I'm too vanilla for this, you know? I'll let the real weirdos figure this out. But it's good to know that it's working, so. Let me close those down. You don't want to know what I did for an April Fool's joke? Are you the type to like be like, I glitter bombed my entire like apartment complex and it's like April Fool's, 500 hours of cleanup to do? Was that the gold saucy noise? It was the gold saucy noise. I spent an exorbitant amount of time in there waiting for the chime to start so I could record it. let it be known that he's that I've never taken credit for anonymous donations. He just believes it's me for no reason. Shroomer, unfortunately, in this world, when you've become a bit, you've become a bit, and there's nothing you can do to escape it. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably read out the anonymous donation that I did end up getting, since I didn't read it originally. So, the anonymous donation says... And again, if you're, I don't know if you're here, you're probably not. This is like a completely different group of people today, except for Shroomer. Except for Shroomer. Whoa, that's crazy. It says, how do I go to dashboard? What the heck? Oh, right. Okay. So, the tip says, $40 from Anonymous. A glam's on me. Enjoy Tazzle Toot. Alas, we'll never know who it is. Very nice of them, though. Why is this person staring at me? That's weird. What about you, Rat? Are you going to leave me to watch this Super Mario Galaxy movie? I haven't heard, I'll be honest, I haven't heard the most rave reviews Taz, come to OCE. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna try and like hand off to me? I'll have you know, unfortunately, Hibiki, and this hurts my heart to say. I believe I've deleted your 99 bags of Coke that you gave me all that time ago. Gone and reduced to ash. I'm out of handouts. I bet 32 million gil and lost. What'd you do? But clearly a player of your stature could, you know, recoup the lost gil in you know, seconds. Death rolls? Okay, I'll accept that. I think losing money on death rolls is honestly pretty based. And gamble pilled. I remember my short stint when I played WoW for like 10 hours total. I did 3 death rolls and lost 2 of them. So officially speaking, I'm a bad gambler. It's very unfortunate. Is like actual gil gambling like a big thing here in this world? Oh god, it's raining. Let me get inside. There's nowhere to stand when outside of the rain. There we go. Depends on venues. Leans. Taz, buy me the Penta Melted Crafter gear. I don't play crafters. Crafters are for losers who stay at home instead of running the dungeons and saving different disparate galaxy worlds like I do, you know. They call me the hero of the first and the hero of the sauce. The sauce. I just happen to be on a limsa full of rich people. Well, I guess I'm saying because like in RuneScape, they had this thing called staking in the dual arena, and it was like this huge thing because like players were like, and you know, just to be fair, like real world trading was like a big problem and still is a big problem in RuneScape. So like there were players that were like going like thousands of dollars in debt in the dual arena every single day. And then they shut it down because they're like, we probably don't want to have a huge gambling outlet where like people publicly meet up and stream their gamble bets live on Twitch, you know? Yeah, here duels are kind of cheap, so we do death rolls. Oh no, let me explain something to you. We're not talking about duels like, you know, skilled, you know, skill expression, hit your abilities and the prayers at the right time. The stakes in RuneScape are just dice rolls. Everyone's naked. You have the same weapon, same stats, and you just hit each other until one of you wins. Like it's Jesus take the wheel, hands off the keyboard type thing. So it's really the same thing. It's just, you know, not a roll. It's the same idea. Like you're watching the hit splats, and you're like, if I hit one more 5, I just made like $10,000. No, hear me out. Bows only. You will give the other guy arrows he can't shoot. That was a real thing people did to scam people back in the day. I'm not even joking. Like, that is actually like a known scam method in RuneScape back in the day. Because your arrow you can use is tied to your bow. So like they would use, they'd give you wrong arrow, wrong arrow like equips, and then you couldn't shoot back, and then you'd lose. I truly believe, just because of like the way RuneScape is, like open economy and, you know, trading, and you get scammed all the time because like there's incentive to get money in that game. I truly believe like I'm much more immune to internet scams and like ill-gotten scammers because I played RuneScape. That's just my honest opinion. And I'm not gonna sound like I didn't get scammed before. You know, I've been scammed. I've lost some good items in RuneScape. Before we like figure out exactly what we're gonna do, I'm gonna finish this quest. I know I said I'm not doing MSQ stuff, but technically this is class leveling, so I'll do it real quick. I spent 14 million gil today, no handouts. All good. If you actually look, I haven't lost too much gil since you probably last saw me. I maxed out at 20, bought the house. Now I'm at like... Do you still have my item level 770 saw, by the way? I actually shuffled my entire inventory because I needed to take a picture of it, so... I'll let you look at it for like 10 seconds to see if you see it, and if you don't see it, it's gone forever. Okay, you got it? Oh wait, chat's kind of blocking it, my bad. God, your inventory hurts. Everyone says that, and I don't understand. What do you... I'm a growing warrior of light. I need to have all my weapons ready. What happens if I want to switch to Dragoon? And I need like 3 sequentially leveled Dragoon lances, you know what I mean? This is important to me. Forgive me, Murney, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I'm a free citizen of Yulemoor. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I've enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am, though, no fool, and I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People aren't wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though I've established a rapport, though, and I have thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landbird has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coins without additional resources. We have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I'm rather embarrassed to admit that I can only pay a token sum at this moment, but I trust that won't deter you from joining me anon. I was never in it for the gil. I just wanted my class bonuses. Of course you weren't. Perish the thought. Well, are you planning on gooning anytime soon? I was actually going to sit here and make the final choice. So I wanted to get a melee deeps, and maybe you have input on this, Hibiki. What melee deeps gives you the feeling of speed? What melee deeps is like going fast makes me feel alive, you know? Like I am speed. I heard it's either Dragoon or Viper because you just get to jump around a lot. And I was trying to like figure out which one. The only problem with if I do Dragoon is that I start Dragoon at level 1, and you don't get your first dungeon for a long time. Repeat, sorry? Which job? If I wanted to pick up a melee DPS job, which job would be, like, the most movement and mobility? Which one lets me zoom around the battlefield at warp speed? So I heard it's either Dragoon or Viper, or like the two real options there. It has to be melee, because I already have a ranged class. If by movement you mean how much you can stay out of melee, probably ninja. No. I want to be in melee. No, I want to be slick with it though. I want to be like I'm over here and the boss tries to pull a fast one and then it hits me with a hammer over the top of my head and I'm like boom over here, right behind you, buddy, and then hit him with the backstab. You know. That's what I'm looking for, really. That's what excites me, you know? I'm tired of sitting in the back and watching my fellow compatriots duke it out up front. They don't have... Okay, let me be clear. They don't have to be teleports. I just want to be able to, you know, dash around and look cool, you know? Just like, you have to understand, the extent of my ability to move is this. Which I can't even do because there's no target here. The other consideration is like weapons, and I don't know about you, but spears are like the coolest weapon in the world, in my opinion. And wrong game then? Go play DMC? Right, come to OC? That doesn't answer my question! Like, I just want to feel the freedom of move. I can show you a level 100 Dragoon. Now you're driving a hard bargain. And a level 100 ninja. Do you have are you level 100 everything? Can you show me a level 100 Viper? We might just do it that way. Bro wants to play Devil May Cry in Final Fantasy 14. Is that wrong? Am I wrong for that? I'm sorry not all of us want to sit in our ley lines and be like, I'm going to cast a spell now for 2 seconds. Watch my keyboard inputs disappear. You know? Some of us want to look cool, feel good. Slay on the battlefield, you know? Does that make any sense? Like, I can show you level 100 Ninja Dragoon and 90 Samurai. How do I make such a dangerous choice without knowing what they can do? All right, fine. I will come see what they can do. Give me a second. I'm gonna log out. I'm going to let me actually mute everything really fast. If I close this, audio. All right, let me just load through this real quick. Gotta send to data center. I'm on VC. All right, let's do it. All right, remember you have to sell me on these things though, okay?
Okay. Yeah, no
You're
problem.
I'm not an easy sell, right? You have to remember this.
I'll adopt that, but sure.
Wait, where are we going exactly?
Any server, just tell me any server. I haven't
Sephiroth.
control C yet. Mm-mm-mm.
Your countdown must be updated.
Oh, you go to log in with the character, I guess.
I forget how this works. So I go here.
What server do you want to go to?
I was gonna go to Sephiroth, but it seems like
Sure.
they've defeated me. So how does this work? So how do I fix that again? I think we talked about this once.
You need to log in game with a character in Materiam.
But I don't have a character in Materia.
Then create a character.
Is that did we always have to do that? I've never had a character in Materia though.
Yes, you did.
That's not true. Now you're gaslighting me.
I am not gaslighting you.
I know what buttons I've pressed, and I know as a fact that I've never done that.
You have. You need to create a character to be able to update the servers because this game sucks.
No, okay, we're Sephiroth, right?
Yeah.
I have defeated the system. You just have to log into the thing. You don't have to actually like.
Oh, sure.
You have to like get to the character screen, but then you can back out.
Works for me. All right. I am already in Sephiroth. Server is congested for some reason.
I hope you have a script too. I hope you're like, ready to really sell.
Dude, I just came home. I'm tired. I'll do my best. That's all you got.
I'm here, Sephiroth. Q, I thought this place is empty. All right, let's turn this back on. Now that we're here. I thought this place was like always eternally dead. I mean, I've been here before.
I'm still loading. It shouldn't take long. Sorry.
I mean, I'm in a queue.
Oh, that's good then.
I've arrived.
I'm in Limsa. Right, now I got to remember where there is mannequins.
Okay, yeah, how is there a queue for 14 people here? There's nobody here.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. Okay, come to...
I've never seen Ul'dah so like back rooms-esque,
I think there is mannequins on Blackbirch Station. Central Tunnel.
Central Tunnel.
Much easier that way.
Alright, I want to see the movement though. Do you have the movement down? That's the most important part to me.
Yes, I do.
Just like, actually, is there one here?
I don't know. I know there is one.
I don't see it. Maybe it's up here? No? No. I think you've lied to me twice now.
When is the first time I have lied to you?
When you said I had to make a character. That wasn't even lying. That was advanced gaslighting.
Maybe in Blue Fog? I don't know. I know they are somewhere.
Look, I just want to pick a second class so I can like do things and have fun.
Yes. I just need to actually be able to hit something for long enough for you to see stuff.
True.
Are there no mannequins in Blue Fog, really?
It actually is surprising how few there are.
Yeah, I know there is like some in housing, but I don't want to go to a random's house.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We can explain ourselves. Just play everything, bro. Do you think I have infinite time? I just want to see what looks cool so I can devote a little time to myself and, level up the thing. Look, by the end of today, I'll have my melee DPS locked, okay? This is like soul searching. You ever do soul searching, Rat? Come on.
Soul searching?
Yeah, soul searching. You know.
Is there mannequins here? No, what? Game?
It only takes 2 days to get from 0 to 100. That's not correct, is it?
Depends on how much time you want to waste.
Yeah, who even counts in days? Give me hours. Because, like, 48 hours and 2 days are not the same thing, you know what I mean?
Right, let me just Google.
Let me show you my elite ball knowledge. Because I know one is right here. In, is it Brent Bench or Hawthorne?
Ah, yes. Very confident in your skills, aren't you?
Behold. They're in Hawthorne.
Alright. Thanks for the free teleport.
Unlike you, I keep my money close. Where are they? Please. Ooh, it's looking pretty bad for your boy.
You fail.
Have you come here yet? Oh wow, someone redirected us to Bent Branch.
Alright, I don't think I got the T, so I'll have to V again.
This is the one. It has to have it.
Is there any?
My brothers and sisters, I have been defeated again. Where are these? There's one in every area, right? There should be one in like all the start, like one in all of the.
I know I've seen them.
This is awful. It's not Quarry Mill.
I found some. Okay.
Elite ball knowledge. The Bannock? The Bannock is not a real place in Central Shroud.
It actually is, and it has mannequins.
The Bannock. There's no teleport here. Oh, so I was right. It is Bent Branch.
No, it's the Bannock.
Yeah, but you can't teleport to the Bannock, so same thing.
No. Not at all.
All right, fine. Get over here without teleporting to Bent Branch then.
Do you want me to waste time, or do you want me to show you the classes?
I'm here.
There is an S rank, by the way.
Let's get him. I don't know if I can help you with that, but. Oh wait, no, this is.
Do it. Just to not snipe as people get mad.
Okay. Rad would be all over that, honestly. Rad is fearless and honestly very greedy. Dude, it's a level 50. I don't know how those work.
I've seen people get mad for easier. Right, here are the dummies, I think.
Yeah, I saw them.
Alright, there they are.
Down the upper thingy, the raised.
I am here. Which one do you want to see first?
Give me Dragoon, because that's the leading one for me, I think.
Sure, the Gooner.
I just, here's the thing, like when I pick weapons, and this is like a big reason why I pick Bard, I think the weapon, like how it looks is like really important to me.
Right, then you might like this spear a lot.
Bows and spears are like probably my two favorite weapons. There's something like primal about it, not like a bad primal, like a good primal, like, you know, like
what do you think about this spear?
Like, here's the thing, I don't know what your heritage is, I don't know what you don't know what my heritage is, but like you can be sure that both our grandpoppies were wielding spears back in the Stone Age, you know what I mean? Like I think, and bows, exactly. So I think like there's something I feel connected to the spear and bow. All right, let's see your little showcase.
Right, so Dragoon for movement.
Mine used a gun blade. I don't think that's right.
Dragoon for movement has this jump.
Oh.
Which gets into this.
Too close.
Which is an opener, and then you have this second jump, which goes into a third jump, I think. But this one doesn't move you. So you have two dashes into the boss. You have two dashes into the boss, and you have this, and two dashes into the enemy.
Ah.
So you have one backdash, two dashes into the enemy, and two jumps.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I see the movement potential.
The thing is, the two jumps that Dragoon has, they cannot be weaved with anything else.
Ah, of course.
So you know how you can, every time you hit something, you can do two attacks without cooldown?
Yeah.
With the jumps, Dragoon can only do one. Because they lock you into the hitbox of the enemy. So you get paralyzed whenever you do it.
I feel like that's a good thing for me, though.
It depends.
We were talking about the whole double weave thing, and I'm like, I don't know how consistently I could pull that off. And they're like, well, don't play Dragoon.
Another thing, so for example, imagine the enemy is floating, and there is a very funny hole in between me and the enemy. What do you think happens if I do this?
I would hope that you make it to the other side alive, but you're making it sound like you plummet to your demise.
You plummet to your demise.
Okay, cool.
Because these are technically dashes.
Yeah, it's all a visual trick. I see.
Yes.
It's an engine limitation, they'd call it.
And for example, one of the new fights has a similar issue where the boss is floating in the middle of the arena that he broke. And very early on, there were a lot of Dragoons doing this and dying.
But
because they jumped into the hole.
Okay, but isn't the boss floating? Like, there's no platform, or was there a platform under the boss?
No, there's no platform under the boss.
Okay, so that sounds like
since it's a gap closer is a big part of your damage. Dragoon suffers a lot there.
But okay, devil's advocate. If you, whether or not it's a dash or a jump, if you use your melee jump on an enemy that's floating, shouldn't you die? Like, isn't there like a stupidity tax on this kind of stuff?
But there is not that many melee jumps, other than Dragoon, which is its main thing is jumping.
Okay. What I'm saying is, I understand if you're like, wow, that's crazy. My Dragoon jump is actually a straight line, and I fell in the chasm between. I understand that. That's understandable. If you jump at an enemy and there's no floor beneath them,
yeah,
I feel like that's on you.
It is absolutely on you, but I'm just telling you that it's a thing that can happen, and you'll probably suffer through it. Same thing with backflips. You have your dashes into the enemy. But you also have backflips. A lot of early and newbie Dragoons backflip into the void.
So, okay.
You probably suffer it too.
Okay, hold on. Rat has told me that Dragoons spend a lot of time on the floor. Is that because they, does that count launching yourself off the edge? Because mechanically speaking, you would respawn on the floor. So does that count?
Well,
or like your body would float back onto the floor. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was not the thing back to I think Shadowbringers. When you fell down, you fell down for the entire duty.
Well, of course, because your body has been unrecovered. You know, they have to send the honor guard after you. They carry your corpse up. You know.
Yeah, basically,
it's like a whole thing.
People say that's part of your job, but a Dragoon on the floor is a bad Dragoon. You don't want to be on the floor.
Sure. It's the same for Warrior with Primal Rend. Yeah, but I'm not looking for Warrior. Warriors are for users.
I'll show you. Reset striking right. So a Warrior.
No, I'm not thinking Warrior. Don't even show me Warrior.
Too late.
I don't need to see Warrior.
Warrior has this skill. It's the same thing as Dragoon. And a lot of Warriors just jump to their void.
I see.
Right, you want to say Ninja, right?
Sure.
Alright, so Ninja,
give me the
I can
schmoove.
tell you right now, is the class with the most dashes in the game.
When I said that, I said it's the same because he jumps and dies if there's a gap. No, I understand. No, I understand what you're trying to say, Rat.
With the most dashes in the game.
Let's see it.
So, you have 2 teleports that you can aim anywhere you want.
Okay, can I get ahead of this ninja thing? Can I just say what I have to say?
Sure.
Can you pull out your weapons again?
These are absolutely.
This one's gonna be a hard sell for me. Just off rip, I'm not a fan of the shrimp posture. You know what I mean? Like the.
I am a Larafil.
I know, but I've seen like the posture for like all the other people that like storied. Ninja characters.
I have no idea. The only thing Lawful is funny in Ninja, I can do backflips every time I jump.
That's kind of cool. But you're saying I can't do that as a tall person? That's kind of sad.
I have no idea. I know Lalafel is funny because I jump as high as a tall person, so you can just jump over you while doing backflips.
Taz, let's be honest here. All right, Rat. Here comes some disrespect. You never start something.
Oh, Mudras are going to be hard for tasks, so I will consider Ninja the hardest class to learn.
Oh, okay. That's 2 strikes. Let's go to the next one. Shrimp
Okay,
posture. I can't even hit a Mudras. I don't even know what that is, but I'm out. You know.
Do you want to know how many dashes Ninja has?
Sure.
Right. So every time you hit a Rhyton, you get a dash, and you get your teleport back again. You get 1 teleport refresh. So you have another dash, you have another teleport, you have another dash, you have another teleport. And also you can cast while moving.
Well, that's crazy. I can do that too.
Well, yeah, but most melees count, you know, and I have another 2 dashes again. Ninja has a lot of dashes. So
all jobs have buttons, sadly. Never play out. Okay, well.
So you can see Ninja has a lot of mobility, and it also has a lot of time where you cannot be in melee range, which is the thing Ninja benefits a lot from, because you can just be casting stuff while all the other guys need to be in melee range, and they can just be doing some silly stuff in the meantime.
I see. I do think the animations are not as cool as Dragoon. I'll put that out there. Not flashy enough. I can't. I need to blind people when I do my combos.
Then I can show you Samurai. Samurai is definitely not a class you want to play if you want movement.
Yeah, don't they have to like stand still and like pose all cool?
Yes, they do. Right, let me reset cooldowns real quick. Let me get us into a very quick instance so I can reset the cooldowns. Joining lead is just to reset the cooldowns.
Yes, I'm familiar with the incantation. Oh, I love this place. Never played Ninja, too boring to level. But you see how many dashes you get, Mad Dog? That's crazy.
Commercial break in progress. Oh wow. Your 2 cents.
Thank you. I don't even know if it gets 2 cents at this point, but.
Alright, so Samurai. Samurai has a lot of casts. That's your first cast into the rotation.
I do like the flourishes on the attacks, but and katanas, you know, I think so. I'm not as enthused with katanas as some other people, but I like them. I think they're cool.
And again, I'm not sure what Samurai gets at level 100, but it's probably another cast. The only thing that Samurai has is that it also has some quick casts you can do, which give you a bit of movement outside of melee range if you do need it.
Is anyone a champion of Viper? Who's the Viper champion in this?
Yeah, I won't tell you
community.
What Viper does. I've only heard is very, very simple.
Oh, that could be a positive strike. That could be a good thing. Look, you have to understand. Do you know how hard it is to try and beat a boss while reading a chat, while, you know, what's it called?
Okay, if you're focusing a lot, you just don't read chat. Easy.
No, but then but what happens if someone joins and they're a first-time chatter and they're like hi, and there's 10 seconds between where I can respond and they go, he's ignoring me, and then the person leaves.
Well, you have a community, don't you?
Yeah, but
hi for you.
But what happens if they ask me a really personal question, you know?
A person that you join the stream will ask you a really personal question.
Well, think about this. Well, how does a person joins all right, streamer, what's your social security? None of you can answer that question for me. Only I can. So.
Okay, Toss, what's your social security number?
432 58 1247.
I hope you're lying.
Of course I'm lying.
Lying on the internet?
Yeah. What is bro doing? I'm sorry, Schumer. Believe it or not, I'm not gonna dox my own social security number.
See?
Does anyone actually know what you would do with a social security number? Like, be honest.
I mean, you will need a bit more of information with your real name and social security number. They could do some stuff. They could do some nasty stuff if they really had a vendetta for you.
I don't know. All I've ever put social security into is like job and tax stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really care if someone sees my tax stuff. I guess is what is like the where
opens a bank account with your name and starts taking loans with your social security number.
Don't they have to I don't know? Have you wired money before? They ask you to recall them, call with the number, and it's like, did you call me 2 minutes ago? I swear, it's like the I don't think that simple numbers and stuff gets you anywhere anymore. But I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a scammer. I don't know this kind of stuff. I just know to not give my information online.
I don't know. The wiring thing got me. Like when I wired money a little bit ago, and they're like, I have to recall you to make sure that you called me. I'm like, I'm on the number though. And they're like, that's okay. And they hung up, and they're like, hello, did you call me 5 minutes ago to initiate a transaction? I'm like, yes, I did.
I mean, it's
okay.
Good for you. Imagine if that wasn't you.
No, I know. I think it's great. I'm just saying, there's 100 layers to these things nowadays.
Yeah, because they don't want you to lose your money. It's bad for them too.
All right. So also, I'm here. Can you slap me 50,000 gil? Do you think?
50,000? Sure.
Yeah. I came all the way over here.
There you go.
Would you like Enchanted Aurum Regis ink? Looks like this.
Do you want milk?
Tough question to ask because this is a cold open bit. I'll take it. All right, let's go.
Take 100 milk.
All right, it's clear that there's only one thing that there's only one way to do this properly, and that's I'll have to figure it out myself. I think it's time to try Viper because that is like a level 50 star, right?
Level 80.
Is it level 80? Can I even do that right now?
What level are you?
81.
Do you have Dawn Trail?
I'm not at Dawn Trail, but I should have Dawn Trail. I think.
mean, if you have Dawn Trail, then you can do Viper at level 80. Yes.
Let me log out and think about this one.
I mean, we can start Viper together even if you want.
I don't want to try learning a new class in 120 ping. You know what I mean? I want my buttons to work. So
they work. You just need some special assistance from tools.
Yeah, I don't have no tools. I do everything by brick and mortar, hand and. I got the hammer and the sickle in my hands. You know?
Okay, but hear me out. A very cool thing about the samurai, if you can predict red whites with this attack, you can get more into your gauge.
Can you look me in the eyes and say that again? Say that first line one more time. Can you what? Can I predict a raid wide? No, I cannot predict a raid wide. That's like the least thing I could possibly pull off.
And this is why you stay to play ranged classes.
Exactly. I stand right by the healer who knows what they're doing, and when they run to a mechanic, I do the same thing.
Okay, hear me out.
Sure.
But you could also play healer yourself. You could learn healer.
I could. I mean, I have a 70 Sage.
I'm going to tell you a thing. There is two different types of healing. Predictive and reactive.
Yes, I am familiar with the concepts.
You have Scholar and Astrologian, which are predictive. And Sage and White Mage, which are reactive. I would recommend starting with a reactive if you're quite new to healing in general. And then you have Sage, which has a bit of prediction just due to shields.
Mm-hmm. Has a little bit of both.
Yeah, Sage is a bit more prediction based.
I have to say I'm upset that I have the VOD. I haven't posted it, but the Sage trial was cinema. It was cinema.
I can only imagine.
It was
If you do
incredible work.
want to grab a healer, I will say Sage is not a bad start.
Well, I have options. I actually have technically 3 of the 4 unlocked. I have like a level 9 Conjurer, I have like a 40 Astro, and a 70 Sage.
I would recommend.
If you actually add up the numbers, healer is at my highest level by a lot.
If you want to do healing, I recommend starting with Sage or White Mage. Because Astrologian has all to deal with the cards and the prediction stuff, and Scholar is just a clusterfuck.
I see.
A Scholar is currently so bad, especially with the build that I'm using. I need to use MP potions.
Okay. I asked this question to my friend, and this is an important one for all of you to answer, actually. Because we all have our opinions on swords, shields, katanas. What is the highest aura magical casting focus? Like, if you were a mage in your real life, would you hold a book, a wand, a staff, an orb, like some pendant? I don't know. Like, what's the winning one? Because I have my answer, but
on what you specifically are referring to as aura, because you can see my current book is very, very meh, right?
yeah. I mean, here's the thing, like, you realize that if you hold a book and you start chanting and, like, your casting thing, like, you're going to blow the warrior out of the club, but, like, he's going to laugh at you. He's going to be like, nerd, you know?
Okay, but then you melt his bones.
Sure. But he's still, you're going to go to sleep that night and be like, is he right? Am I a nerd?
I think you are a mage. All mages are nerds.
Yeah, but, like, if you hold like a staff, you look like a seasoned traveler. You know, it's like you wander around the earth looking for fights. You know.
That, but if you tell any mage to start traveling with their staff as a walking stick, they are going to melt your bones.
Well, they can keep it a secret that they don't do it, but like it looks like you do.
Yeah, if you tell a mage that they are walking with their magic staff, torching the depths of hell. With the demon, with the
what are we doing? Like, I'm supposed to be leveling.
If you tell that they are walking with that stick, they are going to kill you.
I'm going back to my homeworld.
Wow, abandoning me already?
I accepted your token abuse and all the other stuff. So
what am I? Am I like the divorced parent that only sees their children once every month and gives them allowance because they ask?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think that's like an apt way to put it. I wouldn't have used those words, but I think it's like it's solid.
Right.
Just give me 20 seconds to disappear really fast. Is there a reason why this exists? Like, what is this like 20-second logout thing? Is this like a remnant from like the old days?
No. So if you log out in a city, whenever
yes, you get the instant, right?
And you get a EXP bonus.
Oh, I see.
It's also, I guess, if you get in danger while logging out, there might be some issues. I am not sure about that, but yeah. The most important thing is logging out in cities for EXP bonus.
I see.
That's the best thing you can do. Remember
because, like,
also to use food.
Yeah, I always forget the food one. There's a lot of reasons why I don't level up quickly, and you know they all compound together.
There is also the Grand Company scrolls.
All right, is it Viper time? Well, I'm just gonna try Viper, and if I'm like this kind of whack, like I can just not do it.
Well, I mean, up to you. I don't know Viper a lot. I know people say it's very, very easy.
Again, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
I mean, it's always good to start with an easy melee because my first melee was Ninja. I struggled. I struggled to learn Ninja.
Wasn't that because you probably couldn't hit your mod mudras or whatever?
So Nia has spells. It's a hybrid in between a caster and melee, just like samurai. And you have 3 skills: Tenchin and Jin. Right?
Look at this place. This place is so much more alive than that 14Q. Those weren't real people. Those were AI people. You can't convince me otherwise.
Those were AI people.
Look at this place. I had the same queue, but like, look at the people here. There's like so much more people.
I'm going to be honest. I have no idea where the Oceania people are.
Oh, were you? Did you play Shadowbringers when it came out?
I'm a downtrail person.
Never mind. I was gonna say like, I really like the city of Shadowbringers, but obviously it's so empty. I'm like, this place would slap if there were like a ton of people here.
Which one of the two? Ilmir, or
Crystarium.
I guess that's fair. People usually go more to the second city because that's usually where the end game NPCs are.
Sure. I'm just saying, but you know, leveling with the boys, right? Leveling with the boys and girls club. Everyone's like, you know, you sit down, it's like, man, that trial really got to me. You know, I don't think I can continue on.
I'm a downtrail baby. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game for so long.
It's all good. You're forgiven, honestly. So, where does someone start a Viper? It's in Thanalan, isn't it? Am I crazy?
I think so, yeah. It should be Thanalan. Yes, it's Thanalan because Redania is Pictomancer and Limslominsa has gotten nothing this expansion. Oh yeah, did you hear the news?
Taking the red. Oh, the red's another one that someone was suggesting me. I don't know why.
Did you hear the news? No Blue Mage this expansion.
There goes my plans.
You will also try Beastmaster when it releases.
What the heck is a Beastmaster?
It's going to be a class, a limited job like Blue Mage, and you're going to be controlling different beasts while you fight.
I feel like, okay, here's my hot take. Like, summoner classes in most games, they feel cool.
Summoner. It's not going to be summoner.
What is the...
They said they wanted to make it like you're actually fighting with the beasts together, so you might have to control the beasts at the same time as you're fighting, or that's at least...
Yo, micro? That's crazy.
Yes, so summoner beforehand was a micro job.
Oh.
And then Endwalker came, and they destroyed it.
And they ruined everything.
Yes, summoner is currently the easiest job in the game.
Does anyone know where I get Viper? Shroomer, Mad Dog, anybody? So throw me a bone. Because, I don't... oh, enter the Viper. Right there, I see.
Okay. So yeah, and I'm hoping Beastmaster becomes that new micro job. You know?
I mean, I don't know how micro works in this game, I'll be honest.
I don't know either.
I can't imagine, like, any of you play, like, RTS games back in the day with, like, control groups and all that stuff? Like, I understand those, but I don't know if I could... I don't know if I could micro in a, you know, third-person RPG.
Yeah. Thomas, I know it sounds very funny when you say back in the day to me, because how old do you think I am?
Don't ask that question. Like, literally, I have a disembodied voice to go off of. Like, you haven't told, like, you haven't any like sus tells. If you were like, man, you growing up on like, you know, hey, Astral Clock Works, how you doing? We're looking for. I have to do this pitch. Give me a second, Hibiki. This is how you get new viewers. We're looking for new jobs to level. What are you thinking, Astral Clockwork? Do you like Viper? You wouldn't happen to be a Viper main, would you? We're looking for Viper mains to be, you know, tutor. A little tutoring, which can always help. But the other thing is, like, I try to carbon date people too by like their game references, right? Because like if someone's like, man, I really love Undertale, then I'm like, okay, that's a young person, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, man, I really loved Ultima Online. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's a fossil. You know, like.
Yeah, but I won't get offended, especially since I kind of don't care. I just like
White Made Astro, sick. White Mage is a fun.
I just find funny to see what people think my age is.
But you wait. But you were there when I tried Astro, right, Hibiki? That was you.
I don't remember, dude.
Okay.
I've been so over everywhere these past few months.
That's fair.
I genuinely don't remember. I'm sorry.
The story time would be then we did I've played Astro once. You know, it's funny your name's Astro Clock Tower. Is that like a big reason? Did you see the word Astro and you're like, Astromancer, wow, this is crazy. Astrologian, sorry, that's what it's called. And you're like, this is crazy. I get to like the clock things, and I love constellations, astrology. But the story of my time as Astro was, I tried to learn Astro as like my first healer. So starting level 30, we got into Stone Vigil at some point, which is apparently one of the hardest ones to like heal in for ARR stuff. And it was a bloodbath. I've never seen a group of 4 individuals wipe on like the first run up to the first boss as many times as that. It was incredible work. But we did clear it. Let the tape show. It was completed.
Stone Vigil is this kind of dungeon where sometimes you have to wait and make a stop mid boss pool. Because it's sometimes for some healers it's very hard to heal Stone Vigil.
Yeah, it was a really good like thrown into the fire moment, and I've been scarred since, which is why I stopped playing Astro. Sorry, Astro Clockwork.
You can always just start with a level 1 healer and grow from there, because it's easier to heal Sestasia than it is to heal someone.
Sure. Well, like I said, when I did oh, Volker, how you doing? When I did the Sage trial, the next time I picked up healer was all the way like months later when I did the Sage trial. And the Sage trial, you know, you have like full bars of abilities.
Yeah.
So
did you read what any of them did?
I tried to read them.
So you didn't.
Not bad on work, so I'm lurking. You're good. Don't worry about it.
So
this is like
you didn't.
I know. I read. Look, you know, if you remember the Sage trial, there's like a mini boss fight where you have to keep your little friend alive, your little paladin friend, and you know, I think my paladin friend was using their mitigations wrong. I was yelling at him a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to call you there.
What?
Your paladin friend is an AI made for you to not lose.
Well, Volker says I hate every Sage trial, and I don't know about that. Seems like the Sage trials were difficult even for healers, so you know.
I have never had a single struggle with the Sage trials.
But you're a healer main. You probably had like 100 hours logged on White Mage before you even thought about it.
I don't even play. I have
probably 300 hours.
33.
Astro ones are so easy in comparison. White Mage 2.
Maybe just healers then? I don't know. I just haven't had any issue with. I guess the last one has. It's a straight copy from a boss in Eureka Pagons, but other than that, it's fine.
Hold on, alright, we're gonna try Viper. We'll do the, okay, how about this? We'll do the solo trial of Viper. Surely I won't lose on a DPS, even though I've never played Melee D.Va. Surely I can't lose on a DPS trial, right?
I mean, they don't have DPS.
It's just this Weaver could be the beginning of a whole new adventure. This is like this is gonna look really good after I fail 3 times and someone's like, oh, by the way, Viper's like the hardest one. All the other melee DPS are so easy.
No, Viper is quite easy actually.
No, I'm talking about the actual solo duty.
Oh.
They're gonna be like, oh, for some reason it's the only one that includes like a really harsh DPS check the first time you play it. I'm like, sick. So Taz, did you
start?
So Taz, did you pick up White Mage? Oh, Volker's been pilling me on playing White Mage because apparently there's like a scene at the end of, or maybe Endwalker or end of Shadowbringers, where if you have a max level White Mage, you get like 1 line of dialogue, and I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not gonna level a class up just for 1 line of dialogue.
I mean, I could tell you that in one specific fight, you get a specific line of dialogue depending on what your pattern god is.
Really? That's actually really interesting, because every time I log in, I stare at the patron thing. I'm like, why did they make me pick this?
Funnily enough, only 4 out of the 12 patron gods have a specific dialogue.
Oh,
the other 8, they don't tell you anything about them.
Rad is just burning bridges in my chat. I hate White Mage players. Don't do that. And then you get a sad face from Shroom, and I'm a White Mage player from Volker. All right. Rat, you already know you're on thin ice with me.
Rat, what do you think about Scholar players?
I'm definitely not a fan of playing Sage, but I do have it at 100. I hate White Mage and Scholar players. Well, it sounds like literally everyone in this chat is hated.
So
just know that if you were having a good day, know that Rat hates you. That's literally everyone, because...
what's wrong with Scholar and White Mage players?
Wait, we have 3 White Mage players in the chat right now. That's crazy. Yeah, throw things at Rat, yeah.
Oh, actually, I can bonk Rat.
Do whatever it takes. No, bonk Rat. I'll do combined arms.
Oh, I'm not logged in. What? How am I not logged in?
Combined arms, go. You're an adventurer. Yes, there's a spot of bother over at the Weaver's Guild. Accused of handing him sword. We received order of a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a viper, of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? What was that? What is that noise? Is that the Endwalker sound? Motif?
No, that's the downtrail one, probably.
Oh. It was kind of nice, that like flourish of trumpets. That's kind of cool.
I didn't hear it, so I couldn't tell you.
It's all good. It's the Dawn Trail, Shroomer says, except motif.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
This is not the right guild.
So one thing I have that I hate from other healers is they always decide to do DPS before doing healing.
Isn't that like wasn't there like a guide by a certain cat person? Perhaps even a Joe cat that said to do that?
I have no idea, dude. I prefer you to cast a heal first and then start doing damage if you do need to cast a heal. Because, for example, in my there is a raid wide.
Okay, hold on.
The strongest hitting raid wide right now in the game. It does 400,000 damage. You need to mitigate that, and you need to be full HP for that. Imagine your white mage only heals you when the cast is at 80% done. You're going to be sweating balls.
Sure. But okay, but listen to me. Listen to this. 99% of white mage players are glare, and go heal. What's a heal? And are the most stupid toxic players of all time for no reason. And then without even missing a beat, Astral Clockworks, because we're a green DPS. Let's go, Astral Clockwork. Reinforcing the stereotype.
You can do DPS after you've healed people. You know?
I can't say I've met a toxic white mage, but I don't doubt they exist. I don't think I have either. I mean, we're literally, there's 3 of you. Shroomer's a white mage. Volker's a white mage. Astral's a white mage. And I don't think any of them are toxic.
No one's toxic until you see them trying to proc Savage.
Sure. That's fair. In fact, the people who have killed me the most in my trials is a certain Dark Knight by the name of Rat himself. Oh, I have 100,000% been toxic. Okay, never mind. Astral Clockwork is here to reinforce all the stereotypes. Green DPS and toxic? All right, let's go, Astral.
I mean, sometimes you just kind of need to. Some people are very, very bad at this game. Okay,
I think there are moments in my life where, you know, I will perpetually be like, you know, the brainworm sprout where it's like, you know, I'll run into things and die. But there are times.
Sprout.
What?
Okay, but you're a sprout.
No.
You're supposed to die.
You know, but what I'm saying is like the times where in slow motion I watch other people die is extremely tragic, and now I kind of get how you guys feel sometimes, all of you.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, you're a sprout. You're learning the game.
I enjoy watching. I enjoy like being like, no, get out of the way, and then they die.
If you die and you watch other people die, you're gonna learn. But if you're doing Savage, you're supposed to already know what you're doing.
Schumer's a very nice Night Mage player. Trust her with my life. Schumer's great. I love Schumer. If the party says farm and you aren't playing well, I will get upset. What does farm mean in this instance?
Farm party. Let's say, so every week, for example, in Savage, you need to re-clear to get the items.
Okay.
If you're in a re-clear party and you're dying to a mechanic a lot of times, well, then you're ready for re-clears. Or let's say you're doing an extreme. Extremes, people like to farm them for the rare drop of the mount. Right? Sometimes you get a mount, it's quite rare. If you're dying to mechanics in extreme, you should go to a farm party. Beating the fight does not mean you're ready to go to a farm party. Going through a mechanic once does not mean you're ready to go to the next mechanic.
I appreciate you walking with me through it, but I'm a little lost. That's okay. I'll cross that bridge when we start farming savages and all the other silly stuff.
I'll be very strict with you. I will join those. I'll make sure to join those.
The other thing is like, so you went with Viper? Well, I'm not committing to anything. I'm gonna pick up Viper. We're gonna do solo trial, and I'm gonna see what level 80 Viper feels like, and if I'm like this kind of whack, then you know I can always pivot. But here we are.
That's fair.
Happened in World of Darkness when I was playing Dancer. All I could do was cry inside. World of Darkness? I don't remember World of Darkness being that bad. I do remember, Hibiki, when we were doing Crystal Tower together. And yeah. I think you were trying to tank, and we had like another tank who was a sprout and had no idea what they were doing.
Yes, and they were bulking all the time, trying to take aggro and killing people.
Yes, that was incredible.
Which, I mean, it's fine because it's a normal roulette, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying, but I'm not gonna kill them. It's a sprout too. But it's not the same feeling when I'm in Savage. I just want to go as fast as possible out of here.
Hold on, let me do some dialogue real quick.
Sure.
Did you forget that Nidhogg trial? I would never. I want you to understand that I remember every painstaking death, and the Nidhogg trial was one of my favorites. It was like, it's almost like a fever dream. If none of you remember this, we had like 10, 20 deaths in that one, and I just remember Rat going, "Stop spinning the boss!" like 3 or 4 times in like the party chat, just screaming.
Spin the funny dragon.
Yeah. Someone with perma spinning the boss with level 47 Marauder. Yep, that's the one.
Level 47 Marauder. How did even 47 Marauder get there? You need to be 60 for Nidhogg.
I don't know. I mean, I like I said, to me it's all hazy because I just remember dying like twice, and though if anyone isn't aware, the hardest fight that I've ever been a part of so far is that stupid the worm on the ship in the Heavensward Alliance raids.
Oh, worm in the ship in...
The first boss of I think the third one, I think it was.
You mean when you're in an airship in an orange area?
Yeah, it's like kind of red. Yeah, it's kind of orangish.
That's the second one, second boss, I think.
Second boss. I just remember I could not figure that one out, and I remember
like black dark cubes. You were in like in an airship and it had like black dark cubes, ice mechanics, and wind mechanics.
there was definitely wind. The wind got me because I'm like, okay, like there's arrows going on. I can stand on the far end with the arrows and survive. So I ran to the edge, and that doesn't work. You have to like, if I remember how it works properly, you have to like walk into like this big like crystal that spawns, which will like stop you from flying.
Not get pushed. Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking. I don't remember the name of the boss. It's on the second on Dune's Cave.
Yes.
The famous boss on Dune's Cave that is killing everyone. It causes a lot of wipes. No, Dune's Cave.
Yeah, Dune's Cave. Yes. Doom's Cave, as I was told. No, not Bismarck. I remember Bismarck. I just remember every time I died like what 3 times to that one boss, and every time I would look down, there were at least like 3 other people dead with me. It was incredible. It was an incredible experience.
So the further you get into Alliance raids, the more corpses you're going to see in the common. I don't know if you know what the Alliance raids in Shadowbringers are.
I don't. We haven't done it yet. Okay. I haven't done it yet.
You're going to see so many corpses there. I had one run where we had to use 9 LB3 healers, LBs.
I didn't know that they got hard. I enjoy Alliance raids though. The chaos really gets to me. Like that one, I genuinely don't know how we didn't wipe, because I remember looking at Alliance B, because I think they had the worst of it. There was like 6 people dead in Alliance B at one point. I'm like, I don't know how we're making it out of this one, but we did. How you enjoying Final Fantasy 14? It's nice. Like finally breaking free from some MSQ to level a second job for once. Derelicting my duties of playing Viper. Speaking of which, let me get to the meat of this subquest while we deal with the history of me dying in Dunscaith. I understand why people make fun of that one. That was funny. I enjoy it. Here's the thing, like I enjoy dying. I don't know if anyone is like that. Like I enjoy like getting thrown around by mechanics I've never seen before and just I
mean, it's part of the experience.
Face planting.
Though.
Yeah, I think so.
In Final Fantasy, dying is usually not.
Yeah, especially like in normals, nobody really cares. Like it's whatever.
It's not so punishing that you will feel really bad if you die, especially in normals.
No.
Because you need stuff for people that just wanna have fun. If you need to like be stressed all the time of what's going to happen, you're just not gonna have fun. The
other thing that was really fun about my Dunscaith experience was that Dunscaith's the last one, right? The third?
Second one.
Is it the second one?
Yes.
Okay, maybe
I mean, we're talking about the same boss, which is the one on the ship with the ice mechanics to not get pushed on the wind.
I think so. Thank you for following Astral Clockwork. But the really funny one was on the last set of the Heavensward Alliance raids, whatever the third one is. We did a bet if I would die under 5 times, which is like a cool bet to do. But you have to remember we were doing it in a party. So I would see my party members like have like the little like markers over them and just sprint from across the map towards me. Good stuff. And then like we had two betters, two of our betters who were like, oh, he's not gonna die 4 times or more, or 5 times or more. They were both playing healer, so I was being healed at full health. Like they were just spamming heals to try to keep me alive. It was incredible.
I'm probably rescued to not die.
I definitely survived one. I would have died an extra time if I didn't get rescued once. I remember that.
Yes, rescue is very hard to actually pull off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very, very rewarding when you do.
Well, I think the thing is like, I think the hard part is like, if you're in a good party, right? Like no one should be doing it wrong. But if you know someone's going to be bad, then you can just stare at them.
Yeah,
right?
The thing is, rescue is this kind of skill that it's really almost never going to be used, but when you use it and it's used correctly, you might have just saved a run. And that feels so good.
I enjoy healing Funscape because it gives me something to do. I do think, like, I think I would enjoy Healer. Especially on, like, some of the bigger stuff. Like, Alliance raids. But, let me get through this. A good day to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make acquaintance with someone a bit rougher edges around the edges. Would see someone who's fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey's worth hunting around these parts? Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issues with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise, I don't understand why this fella's being so difficult. All I'm asking is for the outfit I ordered in the name of some critters worth killing. So, wait, remind me. So this job, Viper, was added during, like, with Dawn Trail's release? Is that the timeline?
With Dawn Trail's release, yes.
Okay. And this is one of the easiest ones? They did it on purpose, then?
I'm not sure. They just kind of do re-ops. Some are easier, some are harder. They always change between expansions.
Especially if you're a monk. Then they change all the time. Maybe I'll explain this from the beginning. I'm from Tural, a big old continent on the other side of the salt west of here. Some of the ship's crew called it the New World, but there ain't nothing new about it, no ma'am. That's where you'll find my village, home to the ancient art of the Viper. It's our duty to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what's brought me here. Thing is, all the fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckoned it was high time I got me a new getup, bespoke and all. Fascinating, but why do you refuse to pay for your order, and why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? Because how am I supposed to pay for you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code. That's how we Vipers do business. I do think it's really funny because, like, when you, like, look at newer characters, like this guy's obviously an NPC from Dawn Trail. Hold on. It appears the Weaver's Guild doesn't need any fiends felled. Sure. But, like, I think it's really funny when you stare at, like, new NPCs because, like, this guy looks so much cooler than the other one. Than the Lalafell. Just because, like, the Lalafell's using, like, uniform ARR gear. And this is, like, post Shadowbringer massive payday income, you know, 500k textures.
But if FF14 got as much money as we gave, we will have a lot more. We will have a lot
Welcome
more.
to the world of corporation and business. That's how it's always been. That's so you're saying they want something else instead. I mean, that's why if you actually look at my glams, a lot of them use, like, Dawn Trail gear that I shouldn't have access to just because, like, I want to look good, you know. I don't want to be stuck to, like, my Heaven's Word 2 texture outfit, you know. Payment commensurate with the skill and required materials and gil, preferably. I didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, or Vipers so far removed from society to be unaware of such concepts. Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with the artisans and the like. Which is to say, I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums.
So he's useless.
So be it. I don't know. Do you carry a lot? Are any of you cash people? Do y'all carry cash around?
Do people do that anymore? You just have your phone or your.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, with Apple Pay and credit cards, like I stopped carrying cash a long time ago. Like I would be sad. Like it would be sad if someone tried to rob me because they'd run my pockets and be like, you don't got a single dollar on you? I'm like, man.
Maybe it's to steal your credit card and go to an ATM.
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna finish base Shadowbringers this weekend? I think so. We're like, nah, maybe not. Maybe, or this weekend? Yeah, 2 streams. Yeah, probably. Shadowbringers went pretty quick, actually. Also, what is this music? So be it.
Dawn Trail music.
Is this Dawn Trail music? If your only form of payment is slaying beasts, then that should have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues is in Eastern Thanalan reports merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more is this creature is a certain species of many-headed scalekin never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since. Bro only reads half messages now. He is slow. Which one did I miss, huh?
That's the streamer releases, right?
Yeah. Scaly, lots of heads. Oh, you got yourself a deal. Deal. Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still have hate for anything to go right at this juncture. Might ask a little favor of you, friend. I'd like you to accompany him and ensure he tends the creature as agreed. And besides, I dare say seeing a viper would be an enlightening experience. The name's Keshqua. Pleasure to meet you. Is this the name I'm gonna have to try to like figure out in Dawntrail? Are all the characters named like this?
Yes.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. I was getting tired of like Emmerich and Hoshifant from Heaven's Word.
French.
I was hitting the Japanese names in Stormblood though. The creature was last seen dry bones. I advise you to start there. I don't think we're finishing base Shadowbringers this week. What gives you that? Look at this. 78.
Ooh.
We'll get there.
Ooh, I'm not sure. You got to remember, quests get longer the more you play.
Well, the real problem is that there's a tedious part after the mountain too. The real problem is that like I'll be going through MSQ, like humming along, we'll complete 3 in a row, and then someone will hit me with something like philosophical, like, you know, how much like does it actually ever snow in Florida? And that will like, you know, derail the whole experience because I have to sit there and like explain that it does not in fact snow in Florida ever.
Or I come here one day out of nowhere and jump scare you.
That's true. Do you know where to find me?
Today.
You need to focus. You're the reason I don't focus. We need to get through 18. All right, that might be a little too much. We usually get through like 7.
18, Adanian probably.
Mount Gelm.
Oh, 2 onions then.
Oh, then we're definitely not beating it. That's okay.
Well, you haven't done Mount Globe yet?
That's like right where we are, I think. It's like right there.
Oh my god, you have so long. You have so much left.
Is universe deterministic? Are we truly free?
Did you even
It's a good
look
question.
the last area yet?
I don't think so.
You have so much left.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, we just finished on we just ousted my boy Vothri and pulled up that elevator thing. And then I failed the minigame to encourage the guy. That was tough. That was tough. A lot of people were saying it couldn't be done, but apparently, you know, there's a first for everything.
You are the kind of people that why they make tutorials impossible to fail.
I think if you rewatch that VOD, which that one is live, I think I defended my options pretty well. I went the social engineering route. I literally said like, oh, you know, he can connect to us if we use this line because like he gets pushed around by his wife. So if we say that we got hooked into it, he might be, you know, like a little.
Are you pirate software?
Maybe. I mean, I'm just saying like that. That's like, is that not a reasonable thing to say? Like, oh, like we know his like his social life. He has to deal with his wife who kind of ropes him into things. So why don't we use that against him? And then he didn't like that.
Of course he didn't.
I don't know that. So this is Camp Drybone. Ah, fitting name. Are you ready to hunt? What's there to look for? Let me guess. You want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction. No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we have to do is track down the beast, which is a Viper specialty. Anyway, I recommend not to do 18 quests per stream, to enjoy the story and take time to feel the feels. Whoa! That thing's actually kind of cool looking. Also, this guy's huge. like ridiculously huge. It went after traders carrying tailor materials, bolts of cloth and whatnot. Doesn't sound too tasty to me. I'm guessing the merchants beat themselves. The beast had its eyes on. Most predators use their sense of spells to pick out their meals. Since carry out in the wind, you would consider the positions of the rocks and plants and determine how the air cuts through an arena. Ain't too hard to deduce where critters are made its lair after where the critters made its lair after you've done all that. All right, I'm liking the Viper stance. Kind of looks nice. Very regal, almost. That's a biggin. Mean looking, too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best. You can go Super Saiyan? Why don't say this? Or Ultra Instinct? Whatever, that one.
Not at all, but sure.
Huh?
Not at all, not Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but he's like glowing blue, like Goku from my favorite Dragon Ball Super.
Sure.
You're telling me you didn't see that? You didn't see him glow blue and you didn't hear the music in your head?
I didn't.
Okay. That's that. So do you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued.
I'm not a weeb, Charles. I'm sorry.
You're not? How do you play Final Fantasy and you're not a weeb? That doesn't make sense. Any weebs in chat? Anyone like Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball's not even weeb. Like Dragon Ball's as normie as you can get.
Yes, I'm not a weeb. Dragon Ball is its side.
Before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Tural Vidral?
Tural Vidral.
Well, I thought not. Well, they're a rare breed of beast that wields all kinds of powers that ain't no right of having. A threat to every other living thing is temerity to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and natural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Tural. That's more or less where the name means. Anyway, someone's got to hunt the Tural Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. I like how he's saying us as if like I ever accepted joining him. I'm sure to watch him. Check out the Vipers thing. You know, I've met a fair few adventurers in my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, but you're the Warrior of Light.
How does he know that? Is he social engineering me? He's known this. If you're interested, I can teach you on one condition. You help me hunt down the Tural Vidral that's made its way to Ears. What do you say? Let's do it.
Also, I kind of want to say I hate the Viper.
The what?
The Viper Yopstone. I kind of don't like it.
Oh. Oh, the thing that's out of the blue, I know. Just think on it, will ya? Let's head back to Ul'dah and tell the Weaver fellows we're square. The journey will take you time to consider my offer. Let's get out of here. How you doing? What's up, dude? No. I think it's got to be Rat.
It's got to be you.
I don't think I get points for myself.
You have infinite points.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Infinite's not a real number or something.
It absolutely is.
No, let's not get into like mathematical theory, all right? Out of all the theories we could talk about like philosophy, okay. And you want to talk about math?
Infinity is more, it's bigger than a Google. Does Rat have a Google points?
I don't know. You have to ask Rat, not me. What's up, dude? I know an insignificant amount of are furries instead. A non-insignificant amount are furries. Are you talking about Final Fantasy 14 players? There's a lot of furries?
Probably, yeah.
You know what game has a lot of furries if you haven't played it? And it's funny that you're here, Hibiki, because I haven't mentioned this game since the last time you were probably here, but VR Chat has a lot of furries. Like a lot of furries.
I mean, isn't it kind of the point?
It's not the point. So what's really funny is VR Chat, like, so when I was really into VR Chat, like in 2022, VR Chat was considered not furry enough, and they had like another, like, I guess VR hangout place, like that was much more, like, was dedicated to furries. It wasn't VR Chat. I forgot what it's called. But Stream Elements just got shot down by Nightbot. Let's go.
The bots are fighting each other.
The girls are fighting. All right, let's continue. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Merca Garland. Would you use like established character names for your own name? I feel like that's like weak. We have
So the surname, maybe, but the full name, no.
well, if you do the full name, then you have to like pull off the cosplay. Like I've seen a number of Ishtolas, Ishtolos, you know, Ishtolo
Okay,
rules.
Do you know there is the one and only Thancred Waters in Balmond?
Really?
Yes.
Good. Good. I mean that's correct, right? That's like the place where he's probably gonna hang out the most. That's lore accurate.
And I told him to not go to Balmond. He insulted me.
Okay, that's would that grade insult people like that? I don't know. Especially if you just like don't say nothing.
I
That
mean,
doesn't,
it was not really an insult. Just
that
he
doesn't
asked for
sound in
wisdom.
character.
No. He asked for Balmond wisdom. I told him to not come to Balmond.
Well, so what's really interesting is that cat that we ran past with the Garland surname, they I happen to know another cat player who uses the no, he uses Luis Sua's first name. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Not the same person? No,
Not the
no.
same person. That's Shio. Shio, I'm surprised Shio's not here because this is after hours, but it's whatever. I should give a Weaver friend the good news, and he handed over this set of fancy duds as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. How about my offer? You ready to be a viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that ever lived? Okay, okay, so you're telling me is that Nightbot is able to shoot down stream elements, but is incapable of stopping sonic variable Gurn 3YX from promoting his stream boo. Remove the space. Get out of here.
I didn't see the message, so...
Oh, no, it got restricted. You're right. It got restricted. We're good.
Actually insulting the bot for doing his job. How cool to you.
It's a bot. They don't have feelings, stupid clankers.
You say that, wait a few years.
They're gonna... The AI net's gonna, like, scour every VOD ever posted, and it's gonna be like, excuse me, did you call us a clanker at 6:19 on April 1st? Oh, but that's my legal out. There, we're good. You know, in 10 years when they get me in trial and like I'm before like a stacked jury of like 14 advanced AIs, I'm gonna go, but Your Honor, it was April 1st, and I'll be good to go.
Yes, so I can now say the N-word in this string, right?
I would not if I were you, but you know,
It's April Fool's.
April
no?
Fools.
It's funny.
A mighty fine answer. I'll make a viper out of you. Just see if I don't. First order business. Let me get you this soul crystal. I take knowledge of our fighting arts passed down several since generations. Assuming you got the knack for our skills, it could be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier. So they made you your very own outfit. Guess they took that fella took your measurements by eye or something. And the blades are a couple of spares I had handy. Try it on for size and see let me get a good look at you while you're at it. The Viper Jobstone. Dawn Trail quest complete chime? First time heard? Alright, let's see it. Oh, my inventory is real bad. I might have to start throwing some stuff out. Like this apple longbow. And this blue spirit longbow. Honestly, just throw out everything. That'll do. Eh. Whoa! I'm a swashbuckler.
Locked on Acclaimed donations.
What?
Why? That's the most secondary content ever made.
Throw it out there. Okay, let me review these animations real quick. I won't lie. Standing animation, this one, kind of nice. Then I saw the little idol. That's kind of nice too. I kind of look like a chess piece or something, like a statue. The run's all right. It's not as shrimp postured as the ninja. We might have but I have to remove. I gotta get rid of this thing. This thing is ridiculous. Viper sight unlocked. And I'm assuming you can't help me with this at all, Hibiki.
No.
You've never seen a Viper sight.
I have no idea how Viper works.
Viper engages enemies mainly through the use of 3-step combos. There are primary combos beginning with Steel Fangs or Reaving Fangs. The third step can end with one of several weapon skills, each granting the goal of Viper cycle. For example, when Steel Fangs highlight the Viper cycle go, when Reaving highlight the right blade of Viper cycle go. Moreover, the color of the gauge indicates which step of the combo you've reached. Follow these indicators to help make sure the combo is finished strengthening attack. Okay. Well, I gotta say, the bar looks pretty empty for what I'm used to when I pick up a level 80 job. Am I crazy?
You're missing some...
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm missing a lot here.
You can go to player actions. It should be on character menu, actions and traits. Or P, I think, if you have it.
I got it.
I am not sure.
Maybe this is why it's the easy one? There's not a lot of abilities on here.
I kinda agree.
Huh. Maybe I found myself a little gem in the rough. Explanation for Viper. Press anything that procs. Make sure you have at least 5 buffs on you at all times. Well, you skipped the step. How do I get the buffs on me? I can do the click the light buttons. That one I could do easy.
Okay, you will have to read to get the debuff.
No. I can use chat to help me. Let's make that down here. By clicking what procs, you get the buff. So really, it's just one step. Just make sure you click anything that procs. All right, Cash. Well, let's get in there.
So you got to touch Shiny.
You sure you looked the part? But do you have feel anything from the Soul Crystal?
Oh, you should equip your Yob armor.
I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper, but the only way I know is to put them to the test. For that, we'll need prey. From what I hear, you got adventurers that have their own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there know the best spots for hunting. Can I also admit that even though I think Dragoons are really cool, I'm not a fan of spiky armor. I don't know if any of you are.
I think why they have spiky armor in lore is because they fight dragons.
Oh, I'm sure that...
God,
Go ahead.
you know, plowing and trying to bite a person with spikes on them. It's usually not the best idea.
Doesn't that work for every animal, though? Like, if you're fighting bears, they're not going to want to bite you, too?
Well, you have to remember this is Final Fantasy.
Sure.
A lot of enemies literally are made of armor or metal or do magic.
Sure.
I don't think spikes are going to help you instead.
That's what I'm saying. They look cool. They look cool on their little poles when they, like, jump high and stuff, but, like... I just don't think it works.
I don't know, maybe they just think spikes are cool.
This is Second Wind? What the heck is that doing over there? Okay.
You should keep Second Wind. I'll murder you if you don't have your heals there.
No, it's there, it's there, it's there. Get ready to press a lot of Swift Skin Sting and Swift Skin Bite. I don't see those. The tutorial will teach me. The tutorial will teach me. It's fine. In the words of never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, what?
So you're after deadly predators. Try Spineless Basin. Lately, there have been sightings of unknown species. Those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse is they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to kill them end up meeting a sticky end. Why are you asking the boy for like places to fight things? What is he gonna tell you? You got a lead already. Maybe there's something to this whole asking around thing after all. Oh, he just has no idea what he's doing. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Critters not from around these parts, you say. They got chased out by their usual habitat or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for the folks unfortunate to cross paths with them. Hunting the Turel Vidrals, the Viper's most important to do, but it doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. Also, Viper is easier than Bard. You'll be fine. I mean, I got half the abilities. Of course, that's easier than Bard. We'll be fine.
I just don't know how hard Viper is. I haven't heard it being hard.
Well, we'll learn together. Let's do it.
I just haven't heard it being hard, so you should be fine.
So it looks like these are the ones that are like the final abilities. So I probably want to bring them, you know, on a reasonable part of my bar and not shift 9, you know?
You have shift 9?
I have not even for a second thought about like optimizing my like bar. I want you to understand this.
Oh my god. The worst one I have is shift 1, I guess.
What is that?
That button.
What do you use normally?
I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Q, E, R, T, F, M4, and M5.
I see. That's not bad. I was thinking of moving like the ones that are like more panic buttons to like F or something, like, you know, something like if it's like, oh no, I need to Warden's Peon before I die horribly, like I can do that, you know? Or Arm's Length before I get sent off the face of the world. These here adventurers ran into a whole gaggle of the fiends we're after. They got pretty roughed up, but just, I saw the wounds, don't you worry. Before we go say hello to the Troublebreakers, I reckon I have to teach you about the Viper's dual blades. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Turel Vidral. Most of them are meaner varieties of things that you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance to get these powerful enemies, our ancestors look for Vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack. 2 blades. For the twin fangs to wield them in tandem and strike with precision. They can be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching these stances, the Viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after ain't nowhere near as fearsome as the Vidral, and they'll give you a chance to test out your skills. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. One, two, three, four. QERT FCXZ is the goat of schizophrenia. I don't know about that. Doesn't sound too bad. It's okay, I'm a clicker. Well, they can't get mad at you, Volker, because I too am a clicker, and I would ban them myself. So, the beasts are after working packs. How hard can a DPS thing be? That's a lot of guys.
Yes.
They're not going to throw all these at me, are they? Because the healing one, like, you know, they taught you know, it's like one at a time. Also, where are we?
You're outside of the door.
Let me know when you're ready. Start with the basics. 2 stances, dual fang, Viper. Dual fang means wielding your blades but 2 separately. Start by either use your steel fang or reading fangs, then press the attack. Finish the sequence, switch back to Viper, and hit him with Death Rattle. After using a dual fang skill, their icons will automatically change to the next action combo. By performing a second and the third strike, you gain access to the Viper Strike stance action, Death Rattle. If you have Serpent's Tail assigned to your hotbar, the outcome will immediately change to Death Rattle when it becomes available. Oh, so I don't have to hit different buttons? It's all the same button? That's kind of nice. So, we start with Steel Fang. You'll do. Okay, so now we have Hunter Sting, and also that one. So it's really the same 3. So I guess they're layered. Is that what it is? Death Rattle. End my combo and switch to a single weapon. Nice arm's length on shift 1. You never know when I'm gonna need it. These are dangerous creatures.
I will put arm's length. I usually have it on shift F.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna need it for this, hopefully. Now to practice dual fang techniques, start with an opener, follow up with a second, then pick one of the 4 finishers.
I wanna go. Have fun, Chance.
You're done? Alright.
It's almost more. It's like 12:30 here. I'm tired, dude.
I see.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Have fun. I'll try to come
Sunday, Saturday?
stream.
Yeah.
Saturday.
We will do
Sunday
Mount
still
whatever,
possible.
hopefully. Which I heard is pretty good. Or at least Rat has been,
It's very good. It's a very, very good dungeon. I enjoy it too. Rat has good taste in this.
good.
Bye-bye.
See ya. As you can tell by the names, each finisher works best from a certain position, but don't worry about that for now. Just to give them all a try. Flank Sting Strike, Flanks Bane Fang, Hind Sting Strike, Hind's Bane Fang. Using a combo enders applies the bonus effects to the others. Then, using a second attack with the highlighted icon will give you access to the enhanced combo enders. Now perform each of the 4 combo enders. I'm assuming there's these ones? No? Swiftskins. Where's my thingy? Alright, we're gonna do this slowly. So 1, 2. That's Reaving Maw, Hind's Sting Strike. This one. Okay. Let me do this. Hit him with a Hunter's Sting. And how about a Flanks Bane Strike? They are in weapon skills. Press P. You want to read about them. I think I'm figuring it out. So depending if I start here, right? So this is gonna be here, and then this will switch me to one or the other. If I go this one, then this one's gonna get me to Hind's Fang, right? Okay. Now if I start with this one, and then I use this one, that'll get me to Flank Sting. See? I don't need to read. I can feel this out like Braille. Now I don't know what the differences between any of those yet. Read? What is read? You're a natural snack. Some things just come naturally. Like if I just got the feeling they were dealing with Lomoxes like them. I'll tell you when you're ready. The difference is the buff it gives you. Oh, so I'm supposed to circle through all of them in theory? Right now for Viper Stance, where you combine your blades into one to power... perfect every time it was open with Vice Winder, then transition into Twin Fang Bite or Twin Blood Bite from the Dual Fang Stance. The Viper Stance weapon skill Vice Winder can be followed by Hunter's Coil or Swift Sting's Coil. The other these seconds allow the use of the Dual Fang Stance weapon skills Twin Fang Bite and Twin Blood Bite. Okay. I might mess this one up, but we'll try it. So we want to go to... I don't think that's correct. It's not correct. Restart. What was the one I started with? Winder, right? What the heck is a Winder? Vice Winder. That one. Oh, it's like a completely different set of thingies. I understand, kind of. Maybe? Okay, so I get that. So this goes into this one, but how do I get to the other half? Vice Winder. Oh, I get it. I'm picking it up. Maybe? Maybe not. I'm out of sidewinders. Eh. Okay, so we do Vice Winder. None of these are the right one. Swing Fight Bite! I understand it now. I understand what's happening. I need another thing to go. I need another charge. I need another charge. So this one. Your best skill placements ever. Are you seeing this? 6 to 8 to this one? Dude, it's tough out here. So we do this. Then this. Now we can do this. And that opens up this one. No. This one. This one. Yo, this bar is busted. Yeah, this bar is not working. Impromptu change. We're gonna move you here. I wish I was home so I can show you my Viper bar. I don't need it. We don't need a bar where I'm going. Let me show you how a DPS clears a boss, even with the most unoptimal bars you've ever seen. Time to take it down a peg or three. Just remember what you're dealing with here. Ain't no pushover like the rest of them. So we're going to start with a use of Steel Fang. That's going to lead into Swift Sting, which of course is going to get us our first buff from Heinz Blade. Of course, we're going to want to start Vice Winder early so we can go Hunter's Coil. Hunter's Coil is going to get us into Twin Fang Bite. Now, of course, I'm going to try to dodge the mechanics because I don't want to look like a bungus. But it's okay because I got it down anyway. Because now we're going to go to grab the other buff from this one. So I used Swift Stance. We're going to use Hunter's Coil this time to get Twin Fang Bite in rotation. And look at that. It's almost like I have all the buffs. Now what do I do? Unrelenting attacks your creed. Don't give repair your chance to fight back. This time we're going to go back into Swift Sting's Coil just so we can get restack our Twin Blade buff. And of course, you know, just our normal rotation stuff. This is easy. Pull off a Death Rattle because, you know, I'm just sick with it. I feel like am I down a buff? Which buff am I missing here? Is it that one? No. What do these abilities do? Nullify all action direction requirements? What does that even mean? Oh no, I lost one of my buffs, but which one? Got it. Beware that melee attacks have flank and rear, yo. I can find... Wait, the prophecy's been completed. I can actually give back shots now. It's like we talked about when we were in that dungeon once. It all came full circle. Just took a little time to figure it out. And use True North while spinning around wildly. One of the positions will surely hit. Beware that melee skills has flank and rear. Some skills have potency boost if you hit them from the flank or rear. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. Those are just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive since you've proven that you won't be a liability. Let me tell you about the Tyrell withdrawal that we're up against. We call it Ilsok Ijman. It's an offshoot of the Brax, a deadly jungle predator. After a series of mutations, this one's grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip and has a mean streak for a malm wide. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising students set off to slay it. Facing it head on seemed like suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked too. Almost. We thought we had it subdued and made our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we have underestimated the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out lightning quick before it took to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. That's not a very flattering look. That's why you have the markers in the donut targets? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since then. I've traveled the length and breadth of Tyrell looking for the beast, and with nothing to show for it but a half-dozen pair of ruined boots. With each passing day, I grow more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who had crossed salt on a trade trip in Ul'dah. They claimed they seen a huge beast flying eastward over the ocean. Knowing how clever Iksok is, I reckoned it had gone in search of new hunting grounds. Somewhere without an established threat like us vipers. So I bought passage on a ship, and here I am. Little knows it would be damn near as big as Tyrell. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm afraid not afraid to admit it. That I'm gonna need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? That means a lot. Let's get back to Ul'dah and see if we can find some clues to Iksok Majun's whereabouts. Are all the names in Dawn Trail like that? Are they just like Keshkwa, Ikshmok, Shema? It's gonna be a tough thing. Hind's Sting, Strike, Hind's Bane, and Swift Skin's Coil are all rear skills. Flank Sting are all flank skills. Do the flanks and rears not have overlap? Like, is the flank and rear the same thing? Like, if I use a flank skill from the rear, does that count? Or do I have to be on their side for that to work? Like, how much do they have to, like, be correct? I use True Norths with the skill that unlocks Hinding and Hides Blades and the other ones. That's this one, right? It works, but with less damage. Papayas. I like how we didn't even like cover these other ones. Like, what is a vice pit? I don't know. Was this just the AoE version of my... Yeah, it is. Okay. They ain't slick. I know what's happening here. As you saw at the Weavers Guild, chatting up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy with taking the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. Think you could ask the locals if they spot any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique if I can't brush up on my social graces and whatnot. Ooh, escort quest. Learn more about this quest. Don't tell me that they added escort quests all the way in Dawn Trail. Is that the innovation they came up with? You have us carry pots and pans in Shadowbringers and Dawn Trail added the dreaded escort quest. I can see why people don't like it. Oh, he's like really, wow, he's like following. Is it you or no? You're like a different quest, right? There you are. Flying beast, why, yeah, of late, we've had sightings of such a creature, more and more each day. We've been looking to it ourselves, but there's been no reported attacks, nor can I provide any detailed description. As such, I can't say if it's the same one you're after. What is this? What is this mechanic? What have they done to my beloved MSQ job quest lines? Bastardization of what we used to have. In the old days, if you missed rear or flank skills, you would get that beautiful miss on your screen. I miss the old days. We all do. Discuss the hunt. Yeah, when I was on the ship here, I heard about this hunt your local company seemed to be running. We got a system like that back in Tural, too. Mainly been dealing with Tural withdrawal. Naturally, the bulk of the work has been handled by Vipers, but the scope has since been expanded to cover a wide variety of threats. These days, pretty much everyone can take on jobs. There's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Tural, maybe you ought to give it a try. That wasn't useful. And by missy, it means you don't get any damage at all? Is there even a reason for me to talk to this idiot? Is he just gonna, like, bombard me with lore? Discuss the crowds of Ul'dah. We got a whole lot of people here. We got cities back home in Tural, but this is something else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally, you gotta live in this remote region, a village of the mountain, where you learn all you can about the habitats of various beasts. There ain't much to do out there, so anytime you got yourself expecting, you spend to hone your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam where you please. There aren't many Tural withdrawal that need hunting, but they can spring up pretty much anywhere in Tural, so he said it's good to keep on the move. Me, though, I choose to stick around even after I finish my training and give me a chance to work on my swordsmanship. And after, instead of going out for looking for work, folks come straight for us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell to the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance. It's bonus lore. I love lore. I really love this. I'm actually a scholar of this Vidral land. It's very, or Tural. That's what the name is. What, a winged creature? Ah, well, I've only heard the rumors. They say it has dozen faces, red with wings, wriggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eye. Of course, it's all too common for those with money, more money than sense, to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. And the trouble with rumors is they grow ever more fanciful with each retelling. Damned if I know how you did it, but it looks like you and your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. Even though it amounted to a solid lead, the knowledge that Iksok Ijman hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet is a clue in itself. I reckon it's taking its time to get the lay of the land, only having just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen your master work, I'm going to try my hand at talking to the locals. This is going to go terribly. No, the best way to do it is by learning. Alright, let's watch this train wreck in slow motion. I couldn't agree more. Besides, I faced meaner foes than a few tight-lipped city folk. If I make a fool for myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And so it happened to brought me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home, and I can keep myself fed. It may take a while to get any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. All right, here he goes. Who is this? So those are the ones who slew my pets, interlopers on the next hunt for my darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Thanalan. Just as well, its fickle nature used to bring us greater delights. That's an Elizin face. You can't hide that from me. I know an Elizin face when I see it. I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while, though, so come see me later. And don't forget to practice your Viper techniques. So what's the review on Viper? Thanks for asking. Viper's kind of whack, you know? I do get True North. Giving me the ability to flank. Are you sure? Am I sure of what? What is this one? Great, now queue up on PvP. What kind of question is that? Isn't PvP like, wouldn't PvP probably be easier because there's less abilities? Like, don't you only have 10 abilities in PvP and you expect me to struggle? Okay, so now I understand it. So these abilities, so this is where all the abilities were hiding. I was looking up here, when really I should be looking down here, which are where all like the hidden abilities are. I think I'm picking it up. And this is literally the only difference is that this is just gives me AoEs. And when I'm clearing mobs in the dungeon, this is the one I hit. I do like how I can just kind of toss abilities in the ground. For some reason, like, maybe they do this on purpose, but like, I do find it weird that some abilities can just be cast on the ground when you're hanging out. And like other ones, you just need to target. We can Viper together next dungeon if I make it. You're talking Saturday? I don't know what day it's going to be. Bro doesn't know a Rogadin face even if it rubbed in his face. Was that a Rogadin face? You might actually be right. Hold on. That might have been a Rogadin face. Look, I lump all the ugly races together. You know, Mikote, Vieira, Rogadin. They all look the same in the face of greatness. You know. Says the Femme Midlander, Lamau. What are you complaining about? Need I remind you, you're outvoted again in this council, rat. First on your white mage take, and now on the Midlander slander, as they say. Which, by the way, is a great line. Midlander slander? That's crazy. 99% use the same face. You say that as if it's a bad thing. Like, I'm sorry we got pretty faces. Like, is that... I understand it's like comes from a place of jealousy, right? Comes from within. But you don't have to be mad. %, use the same face. Nice NPC mentality. Actually, to prove your statistics wrong, Volcra, you don't use the same face as I do. You specifically don't you? Broke down the stereotype in literally 2... How many heroes can you even name? There's me and Volcra. 50% using my statistical regressions. I think it's actually a 50% use rate. Good luck finding another Midlander, by the way, to compare to. As you can see, There might not be another one. Oh, you know what's really funny? I'll probably mention this again on the Saturday stream, but I was looking at what am I trying to say? When I was making the overlay for my donation and sub follow like notifications, I found out that I like a long time ago I made a donation goal. My first ever donation goal, which I don't think I ever put on the screen, was a 3.5 hour like character remake session at the discretion of the chat. So technically if that were true, I would have to re-roll. Now, luckily that never went live, so that's not going to happen. Because we have beaten that threshold. I think it was like 25 bucks. Lala Delu. Well, here's the thing. We're all going to be fighting for control. The reason it's a 3.5 hour trip is that like it's going to be, we're going to have to like straw poll everything. It's like, which race are we doing? Straw poll for, he's a hero supremacist. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. You make it sound like it's a bad thing. Nah, I'm not a hero supremacist. I'm a hero enjoyer. You know, let's rebrand that a little bit, you know? We don't have to say this supremacist stuff like that. That's not in vogue these days, okay? We don't have to call it supremacy, right? It's just what it is. I let my friends pick them every time I make a new ult. You know, technically, when we do mount Golg, whatever it's called, I can do this. I'm actually high enough level. Is that a good idea? Maybe. I'm down though. The best part of being a bad DPS is that it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like if my DPS is like half of what my Bard DPS was, who cares, right? Like if the boss will just take like what, 25% longer. Unless I die, then it will be really bad DPS. "30 minutes in the game and I get 10 head pats." You know, the surprising thing is, and maybe it's just my perception, there's actually not a lot of Lalafell players in this world, you know what I mean? Like, if you just like walk around, how many percent of people do you think are Lalafells? Because like look at the sample we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one Lalafell. That's 1 of 5, 2 of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's like 2 of 17. That's not a lot. Now, was there a single here? Maybe not. Are you a here? No. Literally just button mash, you'll do good. And if the dungeon drags on, we will blame a healer who probably didn't do enough DPS. That sounds good until you realize that our healer is like 99% going to be either Shroomer or you. You know what I mean? Like, Rat's going to try really hard to show up to this one because Rat really likes this dungeon. And Rat's a tank player. I'm going to be a DPS. If Shroomer and you were there, one of you is going to be the healer. Are you willing to take the blame for my DPS? Is I guess what I'm asking. Here player! Here player! Here player! Here player! Here player! Sorry, I got a little carried away. Rare sighting. You never see him these days. I'm gonna let you do all the cool limit breaks too. Awesome. I guess with that said, I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like we've done what we needed to do today. If we just want to reconvene at another time. I didn't really have a goal for this stream, I'll be honest with you. But to be fair, we hit level 80 on a new job. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. You said 2 days to 100, right? From 0 to 100. So I think we're already at 80. Pretty good rate of progress if you ask me. I also look really goofy. Like extremely goofy. Have you farmed regular tombstones yet? Where's the shop for that? I have not, but where's the shop for that? Is it... I know the one in Gridania, which is right by the Aetherite, right? Let me go peruse the shop, and maybe I will actually, if I see something I like, maybe I will actually get out there and farm some tombstones the old-fashioned way. You're next to it, it's gone. There's one here, there's one here. The newest irregular tombstones. Alright, let's see what we got. Aphorism. Fat cat parasol could go hard. I don't know what a Gwyber is. No, I do know what a Gwyber is. Styled for hire. Fear and loathing. Iron Frog Ambler. Craftsman's Signet. It's alright. Overall cover tops. Overall cover bottoms. A platinum card, Direwolf. Take the earring? What does this do? What is this? Can barely see it. It doesn't do anything, but it's a nice earring. Well, the problem is that my hair doesn't let me wear earrings. Plus, like, what happens if I want a wind-up pixel? What are all these? Are these just normal level up gear? Why are these in here? Are these? Was this like an old-fashioned way of gearing up? Like you get your regular tombstones and you just pick up like level appropriate gear. It's kind of crazy. Cards. I love cards. They're pretty solid. They're pretty solid. Now, the obvious final bit I can do is, you know, after spending all this time Yeah, after spending all this time arguing about which one we should do, I think the funniest thing we can do is walk over to the Lancers Guild and pick up Lancer. Just so I can hold a spear. Hello. I took a picture of this. I was here not too long ago. Welcome to Legend Adventure. Do you seek membership with us? Sure. I'll provide you the history. Game plentiful in the 12s with the weapon the mainstays for the grounding of Gridania. There's time. Wait, they're also a spear culture, like we were as human beings. With the passage of time, our nations become a gathering place for spear masters. Across the realm, many the famed might of the wood whalers. Here was the Gridania, the myriad of fighting styles. The spear is a technique. The tradition of accepting students. A brief history helps settle any minds and doubts. People in the game like to scam people, but people in this game like to scam people for some reason. If you get like the materials yourself, it's like it's 40% cheaper than the market board. Yeah, but do you know how much like work that goes into that? Also, check out this dancer glam. I'm kind of feeling it, honestly. Power move. Dude, I crafted your gear in 10 minutes. Yeah, but you already knew. Like, you have to look it up, and it's a lot of work. And, you know, it's like... we don't want to sit there and do that, you know? It's... silliness. Anyway. I think with that, I think our little class experiential extravaganza has come to an end. We're gonna... on Saturday, we're going to do the next dungeon. I will play this job. Okay? I will beat one Shadowbringer dungeon with this one. And trust me, I'm not going to practice between now and then. The version of Viper that you see today is the version of Viper we were running the dungeon with. When you reach 90, I can get you another one. Okay, cool. Only level 100 that you'll need to get me the mats? Why is the stipulation change? Whatever. 100 is so far away, I'm not even going to think about it. By the time we get to 100, you're going to forget that you said that. And you're going to be like, I got all the hundreds for you, friend. And we're going to be A-okay. So, wait, Rat, are you on vacation right now? Is that the idea? Make sure you're back home by Saturday, whatever it is. Whatever your answer is to that question. I remember when I tried to buy a home in the lavender beds. And they shrugged me off. They're like, sorry, we only serve Elysian. Whatever. Now I'm living at large in Ul'dah. Anyway. I think that ends it for today. Hope to see you guys on Saturday, Sunday for the Shadowbringers finale, maybe. Probably not. If I know anything about the end of expansions, is they really start backloading a lot of the cutscenes because they want to do like a bunch of story stuff. So like there's like no chance that we're beating it in 2 streams. The last like 3 MSQs probably like an hour long. Let's be honest here. What do you guys call it? A laptop? We call it laptops. If you have a little foldable computer, it's called a laptop. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Saturday. Because if I keep saying that too many times, then the greeting / exit is pointless. This fit's kind of nice, though. It has a certain charm to it. I don't know why. See ya, cutie, and wink. But yeah, I'll be home by morning Saturday. Don't forget your sleep. You need your sleep, or else you're gonna whiff on your Dark Knight combos. I'm about to call you out. Have a good one, everyone.